Hi everyone, this is Mohit and welcome back to Ingenious TechHub channel. So in this session, we will continue level of testing. So in this level of testing, we have a unit test, integration test, system test, acceptance test. So we have already discussed in the depth what is the unit testing. So basically unit testing is done by the developer, and here developer is involved to do some write a small piece of the code to check the main functionality of code base is working or not. Understood, right? So I can just give you one example. So they have develop one functionality like payment gateway we have, right? So what they will do, they will write one a small piece of the code to test the payment gateway code base is working uh, fine or not. That is called unit testing. So if you will miss my previous video, so you can watch my previous video. Then we have an integration test. So we have already discussed what is integration testing in the depth in my previous session. So you can just go if you will miss the session. So integration testing means like we having the multiple modules. So you can see in one application we have a team, and one team we have a multiple developers. So every developers is working on a different module. So once they will integrate all the module in a group, the application, we can test in a group it is working fine or not. We can check the flow after doing the integration. Got it, right? Once again, now we can see we have a system testing. So we can explore this system testing. So basically in the system testing, we test the entire system. We can explore this. Okay. Then acceptance test. So this is the final phase of testing. So once develop the application, we can do the final phase of the testing. Okay. So where uh, users will accept the application or product. Okay. So let's move in the next slide. So just I have given some overview of that definition, but we have already discussed all the definition. Unit testing perform on each module or block of the code during the development, as a unit. Unit testing is normally done by the developer or programmer who writes the code. Integration testing. Integration testing done before, during, and after integration of new module into the main software package. This involves testing of each individual code module. One piece of the software can contain a several module which are often created by the several different programs. So this is like a technical definition I have written, so you can understand the whatever I have discussed in my last uh, session. So I explored very well, explained very well over there. So you can refer. It is crucial to test each module effect on the entire program module, right? So this is very important testing, like integration testing. If you have a multiple module, if developer will integrate, then we have to test the module flow is working end to end or not. Then system testing. Okay. Done by the professional tester agent, I can say tester on the completed the software product before it is introduced into the market. So system testing, I will give you the example. Okay. Acceptance testing. So that is called beta testing of the product done by the actual and end users. So here we have to explore system testing. Okay. Now I can just give you one example. Okay, you can understand. So you are using mobile or you are using watch, smartwatch, right? So what if you are connecting your smartwatch with your mobile app, right? So while doing the connection, so we have a system interaction, right? After doing the pair, you have to test that software is working properly or not. Understood, right? So here we have a system with your product, right? Might be you are using some Google product, right? And you are installing some different apps, right? Different like third party of the apps. it is supporting Google product or not, or it is supporting Apple product or not, right? So these type of the interaction is called system level of testing. Okay, so system testing is a level of testing that validate the complete and fully integrated software product. The purpose of a system test is evaluate the end-to-end system a specification. Usually the software is only one element of a large computer. Based on the system, ultimately the software is interfaced with another software hardware system, and system testing is actually a series of different tests whose sole purpose is to exercise full computer based system. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, the system test falls under the black box testing category of software testing. Okay, so we have a types of system testing. Okay, the question is, what do you verify in the system testing? That is the important question. Testing is the fully integrated application, including external peripheral, in order to check how the component interact with one another and with the system as a whole. Just I have given the example of smartwatch, right? You are going to pair with your phone, right? So here we are doing the complete verification. When you are going to pair with your smartwatch, then you have to check everything, all the functionality should work. Or just I can give you the example of, you are going to pair with your mobile phone with your computer, right? We do sometime the mobile testing, right? So we are interacting with our system. We are going to test the software is or compatibility of our system, how it is working fine or not. We having the many example for this. Okay, hope you understand. This is called end-to-end scenario. Verify through the testing of every input in the application to check desired output. Okay, testing of the user experience with application. Okay, the same thing, testing with testing of the user experience with application. Okay, so you have to test like how the users are using the application. I can give you simple example of a mobile phone, right? So we have a new version of the mobile phone they have launched in the application in the market. I can say example of Redmi, you can take, right? Before coming in the market, they are doing a lot of testing. If they will not do a lot of the testing, then what happened? Something is not working properly, then we have a bad review, right? It will impact on the business. So you can understand how the testing is important, right? So they will test everything, user as per the user perspective, how this mobile phone is working, like external and internal peripheral, like hardware, software related thing, how the apps is working and all, everything they will test. Hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. That is called completely end-to-end testing. So we have a different types of the system testing. Okay, so usability testing, how the users, you have to test as a user's perspective. Like you are going to buy some mobile phone, how you are using this mobile phone, you have to test it. That is called usability testing. Mainly focus on the user is to use the application flexibility in handling the control ability of the system to meet its objective. Then we have a load testing, right? So load testing is also important. Like I can give you, you have uh, download 100 apps in your system, in your mobile phone. We can check the capacity. This is the, I'm just giving the mobile. Then you can go for the Amazon, right? So sometime what happened, Amazon is giving some discount to you as per the festival, right? Like they are giving to some discount, right? Like we have a big millions day and all. So regular users on the Amazon, we have a 1 lakh, but they are expecting that day the user might be increased like 5 lakh. how the system behaves like this. Okay, so they have to test. Load testing is necessary to know that if they will not test, if you have a capacity of 1 lakh and users, 5 lakhs users will come in your application, obviously something went wrong in your application, right? So this type of the testing we have to do, that is called load testing, is necessary to know that the software solution will perform under real life loads. Then regression testing. Simple regression testing is you are using some Amazon application, right? Or you are using some different application. Tomorrow you can see some new features they have added, right? Who did this? Developer. Developer will do this thing, all the changes in the code base. Understood, right? Code base means the code in application code. Okay. So whatever the changes he has done, and they cannot give you directly to use this, right? So developer has done the testing, then it will go for the QA, in testing environment. The tester will test everything is working fine or not. Sometime you can see, simple example I can give you. Sometime what will happen, you are doing some, like you have a some um gadget, like you have a some mobile, right? You are trying to fix something in your mobile, but you are fixing something, but again new problem will come in your mobile. Understood, right? So we have to test whatever the new functionality is there, and we have to also test existing functionality is working fine or not. That is called regression testing. New functionality you have find like 10 test cases, but already you have a 500 test cases. Then you have to also execute 500 test cases will work fine, and your 10 test cases is also work fine. That is called regression testing. And regression testing is mostly we are doing in automation. So we run in the automation, whatever the automated scenario we have, because we have a less time, we cannot execute all the test cases manually. That is hectic task. That's why automation is very mandatory for doing the regression testing. Okay, hope you are understanding. Involve the testing done to make sure none of the changes done over the course. 1 second, let me keep here. Okay, have a cause a new bug. It's also make sure old bugs appear from the additional of new software model over the time. So I have written in the technical word. So I have just given the scenarios like where we can use this. Okay, that's all in this session, guys. So if you are new in the channel, please subscribe and press bell icon to get new video notification. This is my Ingenious TechHub channel. You can go in my channel, you can check the playlist, you will get many content over there. Okay, and please share with your friend as well who is just struggling to learn manual testing, who is just struggling to learn to crack the interview. So many content you will get it. Okay, so thank you so much. In the next video, bye bye.